Hey Room 5, what's up guys? Alright, so we have some exciting things happening. Emmett is now Big Brother. That is so awesome. I can't wait to meet Gray Pierce. You're going to be the best Big Brother ever. I know it, Emmett. And also we have a holiday coming up tomorrow. It's Earth Day. So Earth Day is when you learn about your planet, which we all know because we all studied our planets. And we learn about how to take care of Earth and how to protect it and how to keep it nice and clean. So some ways that I keep the Earth clean is for you, Margot. I have these storage bags that I reuse for sandwich, for snacks, for big things. I reuse them, so I'm not using any plastic because sometimes plastic and stuff ends up in the ocean and that can harm all the fish and whales and all the hammerhead sharks, Max. It can harm them. Another thing I like to do is use metal straws instead of plastic straws. So those are some things that I do to keep my Earth safe. I can't wait to hear how you guys keep your Earth safe. I hope you guys are doing some fun things. A fun activity that you guys can do is that you guys can walk around and pick up all the trash and things that you see in the grass and the bushes. If there's something on the trees that shouldn't be there besides bark or wood, like you guys should go around and collect that. And that's how you can protect your Earth and keep it safe. Because we love the trees, we love the animals and all the birds and everything, and so we want to protect it. So that's what Earth Day is about. It's about protecting the Earth and keeping it nice and clean. So now, the book I have today, it's a 2-in-1 story. I know you guys love talking about Clifford. So this is Clifford, the big red dog. So we're going to read about him. And let's see what Clifford's up to today. All right. I'm Emily Elizabeth, and I have a big dog. My dog is a big red dog. Other kids I know have dogs too. Some are big dogs. And some are red dogs. But I have the biggest, reddest dog on our street. This is my dog Clifford. We have fun together. We play games. I throw a stick and he brings it back to me. He makes mistakes sometimes. Uh-oh. That's not good. We play hide and seek. I'm a good hide and seek player. I can find Clifford no matter where he hides. You guys see him? Where is he? Good job. We play camping out and I don't need a tent. He can do tricks too. He can sit up and beg. So begging is when the dog wants like a treat and he does what we call puppy eyes. He goes, and goes like that because he wants a treat. So he begs for a treat or some yummy snacks. Oh, I know he's not perfect. He has some bad habits. He runs after cars. He catches some of them. That's not a toy car, is it? Could you imagine Clifford taking your mom's car? Whoops. He runs after cats too. We don't go to the zoo anymore. He digs up flowers. Uh-oh, that's not taking care of our Earth, Clifford. You gotta take care of our Earth. Clifford loves to choose shoes. It's not easy to keep Clifford. He eats and drinks a lot. His house was a problem too, but he's a very good watchdog. Ooh, look at him watching. He sees that guy trying to take something. The bad boys don't come around anymore. One day, I gave Clifford a bath. Well, let's see what this story is about. So the first story was all about Clifford. Now she's giving him a bath. Wonder what for? And I combed his hair and took him to the dog show. I'd like to say Clifford won first prize, but he didn't. She took him to the dog show. That's fancy. I don't care. You can keep all your small dogs. You can keep all your black, white, brown, and spotted dogs. I'll keep Clifford. Wouldn't you? So that's the first story. So she included some other stories about taking him to the dog show and how she bathed him, brushed his fur and everything. So after that story, I want you to think about, I know some of you have a dog, so I want you to think about your dog. Think about if your dog is big, small. What's your dog's favorite treat? What color is it? Is its fur long? Is it short? Do you brush and bathe your dog too? I don't know. So that's a good thing to think about after that story. So now we're going to read about Clifford's family. I've never met his family. Let's see what they're like. Let's see. I'm Emily Elizabeth, and this is my dog. His name is Clifford. We live in a small town now, but we were both born in the city. One day, we went back to visit our old home in the city. Do you guys remember talking about cities and different places? So city, there's a lot more buildings, not as much grass, and not enough room. So see how there's spaces in between these houses? In the city, it's very tight. There's really not that much space in there. A lot of big buildings. Clifford hadn't seen his mother since he was a tiny puppy. She hardly knew him. Remember what dogs are called when they're babies? They're called puppies. She still treated him like a puppy. She checked his teeth, and she looked at his ears to see if he had been washing them. Does your mom do that? Does she check your teeth and your ears? Make sure you brush and wash your ears. The man told us where Clifford's brother and sister lived. We went to find them. Clifford's sister, Claudia, lived nearby. She was taking her owner for a walk. So that's Clifford's sister, Claudia. We went to the park with them. A taxi was blocking the crosswalk. So this right here, this yellow car, is called a taxi. And a taxi is in the city, and it takes you to where you need to go. So you don't have to drive your car everywhere because there's so many buildings and not that much room. It's hard to find parking. So people take a taxi or a cab, and they take them to wherever they need to go. And you just pay a couple of money here and there. So that's what a taxi does right there. And it's yellow, and it has a sign up there that says taxi. Clifford took care of that. Next, we found his brother, Nero. Nero was a rescue dog at a fire station. Wow. That is so cool. Did you know that there can be rescue dogs at a fire station? I didn't know that. While we were there, the alarm rang. We followed the fire truck. Nero rushed into the building. He is so brave. So you see the firefighters using a ladder right there, climb up, and they're shooting the water into the building to put out the fire. Clifford helped him. Nero was very brave. They put the fire out and saved the building. And then right here, you see Nero pulling out a guy that was in the fire. So he's trying to save him. So that's what the rescue dog was there for, to go in and search for people too. Then we set off to the country. Clifford's other sister, Bonnie, was a farm dog. One of Bonnie's jobs was to herd sheep into their pen. So right here is Bonnie, and what she does is she helps gather the sheep to put them into their pen for the farmer to help him, because it can be really hard with all those sheep. So that dog is super fast and helps gather them around by just barking and running behind them to just form them around. Clifford wanted to do some farm work too. He started to drive the cows toward the barn. One of the cows was a bull, and bulls don't like the color red. So you know this is a bull because it has horns right at the top, and this is a cow. There's no horns, and it has a different color too. Wonder what's gonna happen. Clifford wasn't scared. He was smart. He didn't want to hurt the bull, so he jumped out of the way. When Clifford jumps, he really jumps. We had one more place to visit. It was Clifford's father's home in a town nearby. All right, so he visited his sisters and brothers and his mom. Let's see what his dad looks like. The house was small, and there were a lot of kids playing in the yard. Clifford's father didn't have a collar or a dog dish or a doghouse, but he seemed very happy. Right there. See the gray dog? That's Clifford's dad. I guess it was the kids. He sure loved kids. He was a lot like Clifford, just a little smaller. Clifford wished his family could come and live with us, but they all had people who needed them, just as I needed Clifford, the best dog of all. The end. There you go. So with that, you guys can think about all the family members you have, how many cousins you have, aunts, uncles. My family is huge. My mom's side is humongous. We have so many cousins, so many aunts, uncles, and it's a big party when we all get together. So what you guys can do is talk to your mom and dad about all your family members, where they live. Do they live in a city? Do they live in the suburbs or the country? Do some live on a farm? And learn about them and all the fun stuff they do with their family too, because we're all not the same. All right, so I hope you guys are doing awesome. Remember to take care of the earth. Maybe plant some flowers. I planted some flowers a couple weeks ago, and they're starting to grow. Maybe plant some truffula trees again. I don't know. But let me know. Keep up the great work. Keep up all the work with the worksheets and everything, and I'm going to keep sending them on, all right? See you, Room 5. Bye.